We apologize for the problem that we were having with the audio coming out of Ondo, but we promised that we will still go back to Ondo State and bring you more details regarding the governorship elections. In the meantime, we have in the studio Mr. Farooq Oreagba, MD CEO, NG Clearing Limited, and he's the ambassador for Live Limitless. Good morning, Mr. Oreagba.
Good morning to you.
And permit me to add Mr. Steeze.
I don't know if that's... I think my life is more than that, but I'll take it anyway. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, it's more than that, but you know, we still haven't gotten over the euphoria of...
Trust me, neither have I. It's changed my life. All I did was ride a horse. But yeah, I'll take it. Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
And you're riding a horse again in Live Limitless, aren't you?
Well, I have horses, and listen, at 58, all of a sudden, the world has discovered the way I live. It doesn't cost me anything, because that's the, you know, I think I explained this to people. It doesn't make any difference to me, because this is what I do. This is me. If I had to do your job, I have to go learn. So if you want to follow me around with the camera doing my life, it's not a problem. I just take it in my stride. But it's great. It's great to be here. It's a great phase of my life. I never expected it. You know, we've gone from the Steeze. You've talked about living limitlessly. 4 or 5 months ago, it was never even on the radar. You know, but I take it. I accept it.
Okay.
I own it. My full chest.
You're owning it. So tell us what it entails. What is it to live limitless? I see freedom.
Yes. I'll tell you a little story. I haven't changed. The same tattoos that you see 2 or 3 years ago, I wouldn't, certain places, even now, there's certain places I will not show them. I mean, I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm the CEO of a financial company. I don't go to work in short sleeves, because that's not the image we try. But from 5 o'clock on a Friday till 10 o'clock on a Sunday, if I want to show it, I show it. I'm not working. I think living limitlessly is finally accepting who you are, realizing that for me personally, I'm not going to live forever. We all sort of wake up and say,
nobody is.
Well, some people think when I get to 70, I will retire. But guess what? We may not get to 70. So why put off till tomorrow what you can do today? So for me, living limitlessly is an acceptance that I'm here for a finite time. I was diagnosed with cancer at 48. So it changes your whole perspective on life. And just being me. I have kids. I have my mother still alive. I have responsibilities. And those responsibilities cost money, so I need to work as well. And I thoroughly enjoy what I do. But I live my best life now. And funnily enough, it actually inspires people. You know, I've had my ear pierced for 41 years. People look at me and say, Farooq, you wear earrings? I said, I was wearing earrings at the age of 17. You may not see it. So, you know, living limitlessly means I can come to your studios, to a global audience, and I still wear sneakers. And I don't have, you know, there are people who will come here, they wear agbada, they wear suit. I'm just being me. And it gives you an element of freedom, as you saw with me riding the horse, galloping into the, you know, I'm just happy. I appreciate life. I think that's the way to look at it. I appreciate my life.
Okay. Does appreciating it seems that you even appreciate it more.
I do.
Now, does it have to do with the challenges you've had?
Yes.
Especially your challenge with cancer?
Yes. My challenges are more than cancer, but cancer is the biggest one. I mean, I've been stabbed. I've been robbed. I was a troublesome child. When I used to do kind of silly things when I was young. I grew up, listen, that's the difference. But I've had challenges all my life. I'm asthmatic. I've been in several car crashes. I used to ride motorbikes.
Oh, jeez.
I've crashed my jets. I've been riding jet skis for over 20 years. I've crashed jet skis.
And you say your mother is still alive?
Yes, probably. That's why I'm still alive, because I know right now she's probably praying for me as well. And I'm her only son.
Oh, wow.
You know, but this is my life. I'm living my best life. But when I was diagnosed with cancer, it was a turning point. Then I read, because I was not ill. I mean, it's not as if, if you're sick, there's a build-up. 1 minute I'm here, next minute you have cancer. I did a check because someone asked me to do the check, not because I was ill. And then a week later, they told me I had cancer. And I cried, I prayed. No, it's not me. We got several opinions. I got an opinion from the US, UK, SA, that because it cannot be me. I feel great. And then when I was told that, no, bros, it is what it is. At the time, my youngest son was 2. He was 2 years old. And as it happens, my father died when I was 4. I was brought up by my uncle. Well, he's my dad now, but he's my dad's brother. And I know I've been blessed, but I knew I wanted to be here for my sons as long as I could. And that's what started it. And also, my mother was a widow at 30. Now she's 84. She's going to be 85 in January. She buried her husband. There was no way, or I prayed to God that she would never bury her.
Her children.
Sorry. That she would not bury her sons.
It's fine.
And I'm still determined. My mother's not going to bury me. And she's a tough cookie. She's 85. So as long as she's around, I ain't going nowhere. And that's me.
That's the spirit.
And I did whatever I have to do to make sure she doesn't bury her husband and her son.
I love that spirit. I love that spirit.
I love my mom.
But now you need to tell us, how does Airtel's... It's fine. It's fine. How does Airtel's Smart Connect help people live without limits?
Well, you made a point earlier on. A lot of people sort of assume that I'm the face of Airtel. No, I'm not. But there's one thing that Airtel are doing that I connect with, which is living limitless. So if you notice, I've got no relation with data, airtime. The living limitlessly is what resonates with me. Connects with me. Sorry. And why? Because on my day-to-day job, I work in finance. I work in capital markets. Connectivity is the core of my business. I look at what's happening in the US, stock markets, UK, Johannesburg, globally. Without good connectivity, I don't have a job because my role will not exist, the business will not exist, capital markets won't be effective. And I also know what it's like when you're trying to connect and we need to trade on a per second basis and there's bad connectivity. So, you lose business. We lose business. Back in the day, stockbrokers used to have to carry sheets of paper to go there. Now you can trade today. It goes into the CSCS. It settles in 3 days. Everything is seamless. It's about connectivity. So I know what it's like not to have it, because I'm old enough to have been in the system when we didn't have it. Ironically, my mother too was a broker, so I used to see my mother carrying all these pieces of paper. So when the idea came, I was approached. I was speaking at a financial engagement, and this chap's approached. So I was approached, and they said they have an idea, and it was about. I said, I can't do it. I don't do such things. I'd been approached by telcos after the Steeze issue. I'd been approached by all kinds of people. But no. Then these guys rock up and they say, listen, we like your story. We want to do something around your life. They got my attention. Now, if you look at the advert, it starts with me in front of a trading screen. Capital markets. That's what I do for a living. Overcoming challenges. What is holding you back? For me, if you put a boundary there, I will push that boundary to the limit. It's the story of my life. Listen, I'm Nigerian. A lot of kids, don't go there. The minute you tell a child, don't go there,
he wants
guess
to know
what?
what's
It means
there.
he's going there. That's the story of my life. And they sold the idea. I said, well, I don't want to be, it's very important. I don't want to, this is what I do. Financial services, I eat, breathe, live it. But if this is going to help people, and more importantly, inspire people, and I'll say this, ever since I was diagnosed with cancer in 2014, and it's an incurable form of cancer, so I'm in remission, but if it comes, we'll deal with it. And that's another thing. If it was one of those cancers that you could deal with and it goes away, then fine. For me, it's like there's no cure for it. If it rocks up tomorrow, I'll deal with it. So until then, I will live my life to the fullest. To the fullest, and that's me. As I say here, I live each day as it were my last. So don't judge me. Just leave me be. I will do what you want, how you want it, when you want it, but just
let me be.
Back off. Back off. So when I was approached, and the ultimate story, that message I'm trying to get across, is an inspirational story, which is where we gel. Because I'm like, whatever it is, how much money is enough money? There are people who are the richest in the world who die miserable because you just live your life. So that is how we did it. So came up with Airtel. I saw it. I said, I've never acted, or I've never done this before, but I like it because, as we saw it, as you see in the commercial, it's about telling you that women are trying to choose material. The stockkeeper, good connectivity will make life. Power also helps in Nigeria, but it's an essential part, particularly for me in what I do. But there's a message behind, I see a lot of cancer patients. I walk in to see cancer patients. People call me and say, listen, my brothers, sisters, aunties got cancer. Being diagnosed with cancer is not nice. I've been there, trust me. But when I walk in and I meet people and they say, are you the guy they said had cancer? I say, yeah. And you're smiling. My guy. I deal with it.
You're alive.
I'm alive. When I wake up in the morning and I put my 2 feet on the floor, trust me, I'm the happiest. Look up, thank you, and we keep it moving. So there's an inspirational angle to it. And
so there's a lot of people that would want to, have this kind of mindset, or I want to find out, is it something about nature or about nurture?
To be honest with you, I couldn't answer that question, and I'll tell you why. This is just me. The same behavior that I'm exhibiting now, there are still people that frown about it. Till tomorrow, there are people who... I met someone yesterday who's in financial services. He's the CEO of a financial services firm. And in no uncertain terms, he was not impressed with seeing me. He said, I saw you on a bus today. Because I'm on lag bus, I saw you on the bus today. I don't think that is becoming of a CEO. And I said, sorry? I said, the picture you saw, was I wearing a suit? No. It wasn't a CEO you saw. You saw Farooq Oreagba on the bus. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't plan it. I didn't school for it. Someone told me the other day, says, what's the difference between being fashionable, between fashion and style? I said, fashion, you can learn it. That's why there's a course. You go to school to learn fashion. But there's no course called style. You either have it or you don't have it. And that's where I come in. It's not nurture, it's not nature, it's just me. And it just so happened that the me fits into what, in this case, Airtel, or what a certain portion of society can understand. But trust me, there are a whole bunch of other people that they don't get it. But hey, as long as I can be inspirational to people, even if it's just one, if I can make a difference to one person's life, and trust me, I have, because I get stuff on my social media. Farooq, my mom, please speak to my mother. I don't know these people. I said, are you the one? I saw you on TV.
Okay.
It's me. I don't believe, can we do a video call?
Okay, quickly, because we got to go now. What is the message you want people to get from your connection and your association with the Live Limitless?
Living limitlessly, the connection is this. And I'll talk about the brand. What they've provided, they've identified that good connectivity is an essential part of living.
Today,
in this environment.
Yeah.
And by every account, from what I've seen, and guess what? I use them now. They've got a good product. But the fact that they identify that good connectivity is an essential part of day-to-day life in Nigeria, you got to give them kudos for it. And if I can be associated with that, it's a privilege for me. That's me.
Farooq Oreagba.
Sorry I cried on your TV
Well, I'm not going to say MD, CEO, or whatever. Farooq Oreagba, the man who wants to live his life to the fullest.
Thank you very much. I think that's an apt description of me. Yes.
Thank you very much for coming to Sunrise this morning.
Waterfalls.
It's all right. It's allowed.
I'm still a mommy's boy.
You're human.
I'm sure she's proud of you.
I am a mommy's boy. I would full chest, I carry it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
So Sunrise will return in just a moment with a very interesting conversation. Remain with us.